All right, this week we are drawing the mouth. We're going to do both a closed mouth as well as one with teeth showing where the mouth is open. For the top picture, the closed mouth, again, we're looking at what shapes do we see. Okay, and when we start off, I kind of see two kind of oval shapes there, and kind of same thing for the bottom, maybe extended a little bit wider. Okay, and then I'm looking for line. Remember our order of thinking about the elements of art is shapes first, then we look at lines, then we look at values, and then we look at color. Okay, so I'm going to just kind of take it along the edge of those two. I want to look at this middle portion here. Bring that all the way down, extend it, and then that bottom is going to capture the roundness of those bottom lips. Bring that up, extend it to the outside. And just in those little couple ovals and line, we already have a pretty good looking mouth. Okay, and so a couple things I want to be thinking about is, again, lights and darks and values. I notice that it gets kind of dark in the corner of the mouth there, so I want to be mindful of that. There's also like some little creases on the lips, and the way I like to render those is I'll do kind of a little half curving circle like this to get that feel of the roundness of the lips. You might want to get rid of your guidelines first. My bad. Okay, so that's how we would start to get our lips. Your top lip is kind of turned under, and so it's usually a little bit darker. So when I start thinking value, I might actually want to render a little lighter or a little darker value, on that top lip. Okay, and then I'm looking at the little indentation there, and I want to make sure I get that accurate when I draw it as well. Okay, so that's how we would approach the closed mouth. Okay, open mouth is very similar in that we are again looking for shapes. I see what looks like a couple of ovals again. Now, if your mouth is open, then those lips are going to probably be stretched out a little further and a little thinner. Okay. So again, I'm looking at where I'm seeing the roundness in the lips there. This little groove here is going to be spread out a little bit wider. Spread out a little bit wider. Okay. And then what I like to do for the teeth is I will draw the bottom edge of the teeth. And I'll do them like a contour. So I will draw, instead of drawing each individual tooth, I'll draw them kind of as a group together. Oops. Okay, and then from there I'll see where my gap is at for my bottom lip. Might need to bring that line down just a little bit more. Bring that out to the corner. Bring this out wide to the corner as well. Bring that top part of the lip back. The teeth are kind of in front of it a little bit. Okay. And then what I like to do for the teeth, to kind of finish them off and get rid of a few of my guidelines here, so they're not confusing the picture. All right. So what I like to do is that center one, I will draw a little V shape at the top for where the gums are at. Okay. So I'd like to kind of indicate where the gums are. Okay. And then I will do just a couple of lines through. I don't usually draw every line, or I don't draw them all the way. Okay, I'll just indicate a little bit of it there. Part of the lip over top of there. Again, after shapes and lines, I'm thinking value, so I'm noticing that the corners of the mouth are kind of dark, and so I want to fill those in nice and dark. Okay. And then, just like with anything else, now I want to put some shading value. Again, do that little crease kind of wrap around with the lips, and that'll help them look a little rounded and such. Okay. And again, that's how we approach both closed mouth and open mouth, using shapes, lines, and then value. And then you can add color if you have it as well to this. So, all right. Why don't you give that a try? See what you can do. Okay. All right. We're pretty close. We're going to work on ears, and then we're going to draw a portrait. I got to get to work on my portrait before that lesson comes. So, all right. Great job, everyone.